Hello and welcome back to my channel, Life with Nati, or welcome if you are new. My name is Natalia, but my friends and family call me Nati. Today we are here with another WIP and chat. And for those who are new and don't know what WIP stands for, it stands for Work in Progress, and we will be chatting. Today's WIP is Big Sis by Ivy Dolamore. It's a 22 by 28 or 55.8 centimeters by 70.7 centimeters big. This is going to be a square shape. This is my very first square diamonds, and oh my god, I'm in love with it. I did start this yesterday and I already got this portion and this portion done. I only have these two on the lower bottom to finish this row. She's a lot bigger than what I'm normally used to doing, so yeah. See if we can get that a little bit brighter. And today I'm working with just the basics of what came in the pack. Um, the pen, tweezers, tray, and the wax tape, the wax that came with the Diamond Art Club. And our little cover minder. It's a pretty little rose. All right. And how are you guys doing today? How was your week? Let me know in the comments below. I'd like to hear about it. Let me get my first color ready and I can dive into my crazy week. We're going to start with these little lines, 311. All right, so how was my week? My week was a little bit busy, I guess I can say. On Monday, my daughter got her 2-month shot. Kind of heartbreaking. Well, yep, husband just corrected me. Shots, shall I say. She got 3 shots, 2 on one leg and 1 on the other. I cried. I cried like a baby. I'm so glad my husband came with me because, yeah, I don't know what I could if I could have done it without him. Honestly, I would not have been able to hold her down while they give her the shot because I cried. I cried like a baby. I cried like I was the one that was getting the shot. And then when we got home, she was like in so much pain, and if she wasn't sleeping, which I don't know what's in that medicine, but it had her gone to the world for a good bit. When she did wake up, it was uncontrollable crying, and that in turn made me cry. And again, my husband is a hero. He's like, babe, you have to calm down. You have to breathe because then she's going to freak out because you're freaking out. I'm like, I know it makes sense, but she's my baby and she's in pain and there's nothing I could do about it. It's so heartbreaking. I know it's needed, but mm, it was still sad. But yeah, a 2 month shot already, and it's just like time just flew by. How is my baby 2 months old already? Like, why? Anybody know where the pause button is in life just to enjoy her itty bittiness for now? She's holding her head up. She, it's sad. It's sad. I also cried when she held her head up. Like, I'm just an emotional bomb. Well, as I said, my son did is this is his first year in high school. That doesn't make me feel old at all. And, it's scary because I was already terrified to send him on the bus by himself because he has to take the city bus to go to school. And this is his first time taking the city bus by himself. That in itself was like terrifying. However, when was it, babe? Was it, I think it was Wednesday. Wednesday, I get a phone call from the school and they said that there was a shooting at the school, but it wasn't on school grounds. They said. And, obviously, I'm a mom and I'm not picking my son up from school. So that scared me, but my son came home safe. But the next day, he comes home and he's like, Mom, did you hear about the shooting? I was like, yeah, the school called and said there was a shooting near the school, and they made sure they brought all the kids inside as soon as they heard the shots fired and whatnot. And he's like, it wasn't by the school, it was at the school. And I'm like not really at the school, but by the school. Too close for comfort, basically. And it was a 14-year-old boy who got shot. And this world is just already scary. And to hear that, and then to top it off, to hear it that the cops was the one that shot this 14-year-old boy is even more terrifying. It's like you have to trust cops and doctors and all these people with the lives of yourself and your family and your children and your loved ones. But then you hear something like this, there was a 14-year-old boy got shot by a cop because the boy was fighting. And even if the boy had a knife or something on him, the cop is trained hand-to-hand combat to at that a gun is the last resort. And to hear that a 14-year-old boy is in the hospital right now because a cop shot him. Like, what? It's like you want to, and you hear that and you're like, okay, I don't want to send my child to school anymore. And you're the bad one if you don't send them to school, but you don't feel like they're safe at school. You already have all these shootings, and then now this. I swear, I am completely convinced that I want to homeschool my daughter. Like, I don't even want her to go to a public school because of things like this. And it's like it sucks because you don't want to seclude your child. You want them to meet kids their age, and but is it more important than the safety and lives of your kid? Like, yeah, I'm sorry. I know I started this off with all dark and evil, but it's what happened in my week, and it's what stayed in my brain for the entire weekend, and well, from the time I heard it. And it's like, okay, how are you feeling about it, son? Like, are you scared to go to school? But it's so sad that kids are like, no, I could still go to school. I'm okay. It's like it's either it's not wrapping around their head, the danger, or they're just unfortunately so used to it. They're like, whatever, it's gonna happen whether I go to school or not. And it's so sad to think about. Crap. I have a feeling I'm going to be extremely quiet a lot of my diamond painting because these are squared drills, and yeah, they're so hard you have to be precise and pay attention to what you're doing, or you're just going to have a bunch of crooked diamonds. And I am way too OCD with my diamond paintings to allow that to happen. On a happier note, I think I got my husband back into diamond painting. And that's a happy note for me because I love when we share interests, and we do that. We do share a lot of interests, but he is currently working on the the second painting in the Amazon kit that I purchased with the dragon. So he's doing the little fairy right now, and I like to think that he's enjoying it. Ooh, I put a diamond where I shouldn't have. And that is where these tweezers come in handy. But yes, it's got me super tickled that he's enjoying diamond painting. It makes me feel better about my current obsession with diamond painting. So I ended up doing this thing, and I went down the rabbit hole of going into Diamond Art Club. and I ordered 4 more kits. Yep, I sure did. My husband, I ordered one for my husband. I think it's gonna be a reoccurring thing that you're gonna hear my Dexcom beep on everyone, because like I don't pay attention to my, I should pay attention to it, but I don't look at it right before I start recording, and I should, but it's okay. Diabetes is a pain in the butt to deal with, but what can you do? It's with me for life. But it could be easier to handle once it's controlled. And it was slightly controlled while I was pregnant until towards the ending of the pregnancy. Then it went uncontrolled again. And then after I gave birth, my sugars are just everywhere. I didn't expect myself to like square drills so much. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when I first started it, I was like, oh, I don't know if this is for me. Like, it took me some getting used to on placing squared shaped drills. But once I got a hang of it, I'm in love. Like, I love the way it looks, and it's getting easier for me to place. But whenever I first started doing these drills, I was like, is it me or are these symbols so much smaller than the round drills? And I'm still like iffy about that, but I think it's just because the drills are smaller than the circle drills because it has to take up more space than the round. If that makes any sense. Takes up some more space so that they could actually be flushed flushed against one another. Because I could just imagine if these square diamonds were not the correct size, the gapping that would happen would drive me absolutely insane. It's bad enough that I see a little bit of gapping with the light underneath it, and I'm like, I gotta fix it. And it's like, there's no fixing that. They cannot get any closer together because of the glue underneath. How about you guys? Do you prefer round drills or square drills? I am starting to become a square driller. Like, I love squares now. It makes me enjoy the canvas more because it takes more time so I can enjoy it more. When I was deciding to do this whip and chat, I was looking for a spot in the canvas that had more color blocking than confetti because I knew that if there was confetti, I would be focused more on diamond painting than speaking. So I chose this section. The section this way all have a bunch of color blocking, but I already did it. So I don't know. I think color blocking is good for when you just want to shut off your brain. And confetti, you have to think. You have to be like, okay, there's 3 of these and 3 of those and 3 of these and 4 of those. Whereas color blocking is like go, 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 go. Just keep moving. So I guess it depends on how I'm feeling in a day that I like circle or round or square. But yeah, like I was saying, I do have a few kits coming in again, and the wait for them begins. I tell you, when this and the other 2 canvases that I got was coming, I was looking out the window every 5 minutes, trying to see if UPS came or not. And it was shipped. It got into bleh. It got into the delivery truck at 9 a.m. and I did not receive it until like 3 o'clock. And I was like, what the heck? Oh, the tray stuck to the canvas. Okay. So I learned a lesson. I decided that I wanted to watch Switched at Birth while diamond painting. Now, I'm not sure if you guys watched this show or not. It's an old show and I've watched it before, but I like to rewatch shows if I like them. But Switched at Birth, one of the girls that was switched is deaf. And so a lot of the show has sign language and no words. So imagine me trying to diamond paint and listen to the show at the same time, forgetting that there's sign language involved. Yeah. Bad idea. And by the time I realized how much of a bad idea that was, my daughter became hooked on the show. So I couldn't really play anything else but Switched at Birth to keep her calm and collected. And I know it's people share different opinions on whether their kids should be watching TV or not. For the time being, my baby is only, oh, sorry, my baby is only 2 months old. She's not doing much of anything besides eating and sleeping and crying. So if my TV show can keep her happy for at least 30 minutes, I don't see a problem with that. I mean, to be completely real with you, she's sleeping most of the day. So she's not really watching TV. She's not really doing much of anything. She gets her tummy time, she gets her back time. Um, but honestly, I'm dreading for her to roll over. Like I want her to roll over, but I don't want her to roll over because if she rolls over, that means she's growing. And I want her to roll over for safety reasons. You know, if she's sleeping and she decides, while she's sleeping that she's going to roll over, I want her to be able to roll back over if need be. So for those reasons, I'm like, I wish, but then no. No, stay little forever and ever and ever and ever. And I know she can't, but one can wish. I love how this canvas looks. It has so much stuff to look at in it. So like every little square I'm working on, I'm like, oh, what am I working on right now? Oh, it's the pillow. Right now I'm working on the little plushie from Sailor Moon. Still don't know the name of the poor plushie at all. And then earlier I was looking and I was working on this section right here, right? And as I'm working on it, I'm like, what am I looking at? Come on, focus. All right? Let's see how many people out in out in the community can tell me what I was looking at. It's so sad that it took me too long to realize that she had a Walkman next to her. That makes me feel so old because you can ask these kids nowadays, what is this? And they're gonna be like, I don't know. Like, it's just like it wasn't that long ago. They don't know what the heck a Walkman is or a CD player. Oh my God, they won't know the struggle of having to make sure that CD player didn't skip as you're walking to school, or God forbid you drop the thing. It's Dunsky. Like, and I'm looking in that corner and it has, let's see, it has the Walkman, it has Pokemon cards. They know what Pokemon cards are. I'm trying to see what that little pink thing is. Something tells me it might be a DS. I'm gonna ask my husband. Babe. Oh, he's playing his game. Can you come here real quick? Let's see if we could get my husband's opinion on what that is. I want to say it's a DS. So next to the Walkman, that little pink thing, what is that? Let's figure this out. It's what? It's a Nintendo DS. I thought so. The OG. Like, there are things on here that kids are gonna be like, what is that? I mean, it looks cool, but what is it? And it's like, oh my God, I feel so old. Exactly, not the Switch. That screen right there is not touch proof. You Ugh, it's ridiculous. It's sad. And it just makes me feel so old. And it's like, and then you think about it even more. I'm older than Google. Like, life works on Google right now. I'm older than Google. And I don't even have my first gray hair yet. Like, yes, you do have gray hair. It looks good on you though. I mean, I probably will have gray hair if I didn't dye my hair so much. Like, so I don't know. Maybe I have gray hair. Who knows? But that, you know what? Gray hair doesn't really determine that because I've known people super young who has gray hair, and then my mom passed away without with what, three gray hairs in her head, and she cherished those gray hairs so much. When she dyed her hair, she literally pulled out each strand of gray hair and told them not to touch them, but dye the rest of her hair. I was like, but mommy, what if there's gray hair hiding somewhere back there? She was like, I can't see it, so it doesn't matter. Oh my God. And then I got super excited because I'm looking on my YouTube channel and I'm seeing that I have new subscribers. So if you're watching and you're a new subscriber, thank you so much. You definitely made my day. Oh, nope, that belongs there. Sorry. I thought that was a wild drill, but no, it's not. But yes, you made my day and thank you so much for subscribing. It always puts a smile on my face and I always run to my husband with it. It never fails. I get one new subscriber and I'm like, look, babe, they like me. I know. I'm a little kid at heart, but it's okay. It keeps things interesting, right? You guys really truly please leave in the comments below, leave topic ideas. That way I'm not scrambling in my head and scratching my head on what to talk about. I honestly feel like life is not that exciting for me to talk about everything and keep talking. I mean, literally, my life revolves around my kids, my husband, and my dogs. Like, I don't do anything else. And I'm not complaining because I am definitely a homebody. I used to be an outgoing person that wants to go and do things, but then now I'm more, I'd rather stay home. I'd rather stay home and chill. Life out there in the streets are crazy. Like, I don't want to go clubbing. I don't want to go partying. That's just not my scene anymore. I lived that life already. I'm done. And like I just finished saying how these young kids make me feel old, and then I say some statement like that, and it makes me feel old again. But it's like I'm not old. I'm just more responsible, and I know what's out there. I know the dangers that is life, but I'm not completely sheltered where I'm like, the world out there is too scary, and I don't want to go out there. That's not what I'm saying. It's just I'd rather just stay home. Rather stay home, read a book, do a diamond painting, chill with the family. Like me and my husband has this joke going, if there's a party and we're invited, we're like, okay, we stay for like 30 minutes and we're like, okay, we're tired and want to go home. But we do a little bet on how long we're gonna stay. And it's never that long. But it's because it's just not our scene anymore. It's not. And I'm happy that I have a little baby now because I have an excuse. Now I gotta go home. I have a little infant. Then when she grows up a little bit, I got a toddler. And don't get me wrong, like that's why we're at home now. If we're like traveling and whatever, of course we go places. But here at home, it's like let's just relax. But yeah. I'm sorry for opening up this convo so early, talking about something so scary and so dangerous, but it was what was weighing mostly on my mind. And I'm pretty sure, especially if your parents out there, you understand. That was a baby. He was 14 years old and you shot him. I mean, thank God he didn't pass. He's fine. He's in the hospital, but he's fine. But it could easily have been my baby. My baby's 14. That could have easily been my baby. And I hate to even think about it. Like, I'm terrified of him going on the bus. That when you send your kid to school, you like to think that they're in a safe place. The kids like to think that they're in a safe place. And if anything happens, they have heroes like cops there to save them if anything happens. And then to think that a cop did this. He could have took some other measure instead of the one that he actually took. And it's like, I'm sorry if this is like a triggering topic for you and you don't want to hear about that, but it's weighing super heavy on my mind. And every time my son goes to school, that's what's on my mind. I'm like, please stay safe. Call me for anything, anything. I don't care if you feel like it's small. Call me because I hate to think like this, but you don't know if that's the last time. And I, I'm sorry. I know this is very sad topic, very sad conversation. But that's why I did this channel. I want to feel like I'm able to talk to you guys and get whatever that's in my head out of my head. And it might help me because like I've said a few times already, I I suffer severe anxiety and that 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 alone is not helping my anxiety at all. And talking about it helps. So talking about it with you guys helps me because I'm saying it and putting it out there to the world, my feelings, my worries, and hopefully some of you guys can relate and understand where my mind set is coming from. Heck, even if you don't have kids, I'm pretty sure you got a niece or a nephew. I'm sorry. I think I should change the subject because I'm getting really sad and I don't want to be sad. So, another topic. Let's go to a different topic and not come back to this one for today. Yeah. Yeah. Um, I'm not sure which videos came out yet from me doing the unboxing to this one, but oh my gosh, the other two diamond paintings I am so in love with. It was so hard to choose which painting I was going to do. Do for this whip and chat or to start with first, basically. I had a hard time deciding which one to start with. So I left it to my husband and I was like, all right, babe, which one am I going to do first? And he chose this one. So I was like, okay. But his face when I opened this one up was hilarious. We did not, like, she's, to a lot of you guys, to a lot of people, she's not that big. But to us, she is because, like I said, and I will show you the painting, the diamond painting of my mom one of these days. Because I keep referring back to that one because she's the biggest one I've ever done. So when you think about it, that's the biggest one I've ever done. And then this one comes in and it's like, whoa, she's huge. It's because we normally do ones that you guys will consider snack size. But the reason why we do that is because we will continue on with it. Especially my husband. He has ADHD, so his attention span is not the greatest when it comes to stuff like this. So if I give him a small one, he's okay with it. And if it's not too much color blocking, he's okay with it. So the diamond painting that I got him that will be coming in, I think they said the 26th, no, the 29th of this month. It should be coming in. It's a pretty big, it's bigger than this one. It's a pretty big canvas, and from the looks of it, it's pretty confetti heavy, which is heaven to him. So I'm so happy I was able to get it to him. I am hooked. I'm so hooked with Diamond Art Club. Like their paintings on there is just stunning. The artists are amazing at what they do. I honestly want to try my hand at making my own diamond painting and giving it a whirl, like making the whole thing at home. Obviously, I can't make the drills at home. I'll have to order them, but do my own drawing and turn it into a diamond painting. If you're interested in that, please in the comments below let me know that that is something you're interested in, and I will see about doing that. I'll find a one of my characters because I've drawn a few of my very own characters. See if I can get one of my characters and render it to the computer because like all my characters are hand drawn, and I know if I want to turn them into diamond paintings, it's better to do it with a digital artwork instead of penciled in and colored with markers so that the details can look, cleaner when it comes to diamond art. So if you guys are interested, please let me know. I'll go ahead and maybe have you guys choose which of my characters I should do and then see how I can put her into the computer and render it into a diamond painting. And I can do a whip and chat on that on a blank canvas, which I've never done either. But I've seen it being done on YouTube and it looks really interesting, challenging, but interesting. And I love myself a challenge. So that's not a problem for me. Then my son came down right before I started recording, and he even asked, he was like, "Oh, Mom, can I get one so I could do it with you guys? Like a small one, like the one my dad's doing?" And I'm like, I don't have one right now. And I tried to get him to do a diamond painting before, and he gave up almost instantly because he dropped his drills. And I understand dropping your drills is very, very frustrating, but you can't give up because you dropped your drills. Oh my God, you guys, where did I just do this? Oh, okay. There we go. And then obviously the one that I want to do of my own, it's going to be square drills. So having my hand at square drills helps. And I'm telling you, I love it. This is my new fave. My new favorite is square drilled paintings. And I know for the most part, like the diamonds that you put next to square diamonds will snap them together and put them in a straight line, but it doesn't always happen that way. So like I try to be as careful placing them as I possibly can so I don't have to worry about that issue. But you can't, they're not going to be perfect. There's no way. The only way it could be perfect is if I go through individual drills and make sure that they could stay really flushed up against each other in the tray before placing them in. And that just takes away, for me, it takes away the joy of diamond painting because that's just way too meticulous and it takes too much time. And I don't want to get bored of a project. I want to be able to finish it. Now, the diamond paintings that I ordered, besides the one for my husband, I'm not going to say any names on which ones it is because I'm going to leave it as a surprise for the unboxings. I know that all the diamond art that I'm getting now are not new ones on Diamond Art Club, but they're new to me, and that's what makes it exciting for me. But I did get one of them for my mother-in-law, and I want to I'm gonna get that one done for Christmas, I think, maybe. Because her birthday passed. Her birthday's right around my mom's birthday. So maybe Christmas or a happy I love you. So I know of to those of you, a happy I love you is I don't want to say it's a holiday. It's just a random time on a random day that you just feel like giving or showing your love. And my husband introduced that to me, so a happy I love you. Maybe I will give it to her for a happy I love you, just because I want to tell her that I love her. And I'm pretty sure she's going to love it because a hint is um, sorry, she loves angels. And the one I got her was an angel. However, I love, I want to say anime. It's like anime where it's not realistic, too much of a realistic drawing of a human being. So that's the type of art that I love. So I mashed those two together. So my style of art, but with something she loves, which is angels. And I ordered that instantly. And again, not new to Diamond Art Club, but new to me and still makes me super excited. I was completely torn between this one, this this diamond painting and another one. Again, I don't know if I released them yet, but I'm gonna say it anyways because you're gonna eventually see it. But Mermaid Princess. Let me see. Yeah, Mermaid Princess by Sarah Mustafa. I was in between that one and Big Sis by Ivy Dolamore. But yeah, my this one went out because my husband told me first that he wanted this one to be done first. So I was like, okay, either way, they're all gonna get done eventually. But yes, Mermaid Princess is stunning. Like I seen that it was beautiful, when I was looking at it and ordering it, but I had no idea how breathtaking she really was going to be in person. And it's like these diamond paintings and these artworks is one thing on camera, but in person, it's something totally different. Like the finished products to a diamond painting, no matter how much you try showing it on camera or even on video, it shows it no justice whatsoever. All right, what color is next? Let's do 995, which is this blue. I love doing diamond paintings that are like really colorful and just fun. However, the one that I got for my mother-in-law is not very colorful. I mean, it's still absolutely beautiful, but it's not extremely colorful. So I'm interested to see how I will go about, how I'm going to feel with it. But it is a diamond painting, so I'm excited for that. I only bought one sorry, I squared, not diamond. I only bought one square drill for this round of buying diamond paintings, only because I didn't know how I was going to feel working with them. And then the other two are round diamonds, but now I'm like, I wish I would have got more diamond squared ones, but it's okay. In time, in time. I do want to get um all. I was gonna say some, but nope, all. I had to replay it in my head. I want to get all of Ivy Delamore's painting because oh my God, she is an amazing artist, and I love all of her artwork. Like, there's not one that I don't like. But yeah, this hobby's a bit pricey. It's a bit pricey, especially if you are trying to go with licensed artwork, which I am because, like I've mentioned before, I'm an artist myself, and I would hate for people to steal my artwork to call their own. So, yeah, I'm happy that Diamond Art Club and a lot other, diamond painting shops are legally licensing have oh my God, words, have legally licensed artwork, but not all. And that's what you have to worry about. So I like the fact that I can look on this canvas and look over and see that she is being compensated for her work. They have acknowledged that this is her work. They're not calling it their work. Look at the mess that I just did here. Oh my God, let me fix this. Go. Nice. And I currently have a little sniffle going on. Um, I don't think it's a cold, but I think it's more like allergies or the fact that the seasons are changing. Yeah, that might have something to do with it. But it's scary because, like, if I get sick, I don't want to get my daughter sick. Like, that's what I fear. Like, I don't want to get her sick. She's only 2 months. I keep saying three. Why am I making her older? She is only 2 months old, and there's not a lot of medicine I can give her if she gets a cold. So, like, I don't want her to get sick. Plus, it's sad when babies get sick. Kind of nasty because they can't control the boogies that come out of their nose. Oh my God, don't you love when you start doing the diamond art and you're like, okay, I got all of that number, and then you look back and it's like, crap, I missed this whole section. And I'm not gonna blame it on the fact that I'm chatting while doing it because I do that when I'm not even talking to you guys. So I got my husband to do a few rows on this art kit because the art kit that he's getting is diamond shaped and he's never worked with diamond shape. I'm sorry. Squared shape. I keep saying diamond shape. I'm sorry, you guys. They are squared shape. And his that I got him is squared shape as well. And happy enough, he does like it. Did I put that in the wrong spot? No, I did not. Okay, we're good. I think that's the only problem with this is, let me see if I can zoom you in and I'll show you. These are so similar. And like it doesn't look like it's similar, but it really truly is, especially when they're so close together. And that's why I keep looking to make sure I'm not messing up. So the U-turn and the down arrow is tripping me out every time I place it. It's like, oh crap, did I mess up? But I didn't. I wish I would have known more about the diamond art community before because I didn't know that they did things like drills and chills and whatnot. Not sure if you know what drills and chills are. Drills and chills is where diamonds and washi and emerald and fairy lights, they are together doing this. It's not a competition by no means, but together they're just doing drills drills and chills where they pick a topic of diamond paintings and you enter to win things. I didn't know that diamond painting had that type of community, and I wish I did because I would love to have participated and got a autumn or spooky diamond painting to go along with them. Not because I want to win anything, but because I like to be a part of that community. I love diamond art that much that I would love to be part of the community. But I didn't know anything about it, and I wish I did. But I know about it now. So next time I am more prepared, and I know I'm not too late to enter, but I don't have a diamond kit that goes with the theme that they're asking for. So I'm not doing it, but I'm supporting them at heart. And next year I would definitely, and I intend to, to participate in drills and shows. But I also want to see if there's any other newer ones are coming out. And for you, diamond painters, who's your favorite artist? That's a tough question for me because I am in between a few, but Ivy Dolamore is definitely at the top. And I also love Jasmine Beckett Griffith's work. I love her work. It's just so many people I know great. I love Randall Spangler's work. I love the dreamy, fun topics that he has. Mostly his draglings. I love his draglings. But I'm not too much of a landscape artist, if that makes any sense. So like his the houses from Randall Spangler, I don't see myself buying those kits and actually doing them because it's just not my cup of tea. Plus that consists of a lot of confetti, and confetti I'm not too fond of. So honestly, I have no idea what I'm gonna do about the Clockwork Dragon by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. I do love her artwork, but wow, the confetti on that one is insane. But I'm definitely still gonna do it because, again, I love her artwork and I love the end result of it. I know that if you have so much confetti, it's because you're gonna have more detail at the end. So it's like, okay, I get that. However, wow, like that's just a lot for me sometimes. So I think that maybe I might be doing that kit, and I probably will have to pull out a different kit to work on as well, just to give my brain a break every once in a while from that one. But I absolutely can sit here for hours and hours and hours just diamond painting. So much so that my back actually has been hurting really bad lately. And it's because I've been just sitting here diamond painting all the time. But it's just like once you start, you just can't stop. Like you're like, okay, after this row, I'm gonna go do this. And then you forget that you just told yourself that and you just keep going. Like earlier, I'm like, I have to use the bathroom so bad. And my husband's like, go use the bathroom. And I'm like, hang on, after this color. And then I went off and pulled a different color out and I'm like, crap, I forgot to go use the bathroom. And then I think for this drill, I'm sorry. I think for this whip and chat, I'm gonna just gonna finish the kitty and call it a day with you guys because one, I'm running out of topics and things to talk about. And two, again, like the last time, my mother-in-law is here with my daughter, and it's pretty late. It is 9 o'clock at night, so she's gonna want to be leaving soon, and that means it's time for baby to feed. And I would have to be getting off of here, which is not a problem. So this whip and chat is going to be a bit shorter than my one from last week. I hope you guys do not mind. But I really would love to hear what you guys want me to talk about. Like I said on the last whip and chat, I love to stay connected with my community. So if you leave a comment, I will definitely respond. I always will, always do. And it also makes me extremely happy and excited every single time I see that somebody is trying to get in touch with me and talk to me and, subscribe and liking my videos because it just lets me know that I'm doing something right. I'm doing something right and you guys like me. And who doesn't like to be liked? I know a lot of people are like, I don't care if they like me or not. That's not true. It's not true. And why is it not true? It's because you're saying it. When you say you don't care about something, you care. Because those who really truly don't care, they really don't say anything. And honestly, they won't be uploading anything. To be completely honest with you. Because if you did not care, then you just don't care to share your information. Why else would you share your information if you didn't want some type of feedback? Granted, sometimes the feedback is not what you want to hear, but you have to expect stuff like that whenever you're doing content and uploading it for the whole world to see. Somebody's going to have to say something about something. Like, I like one time on Instagram, somebody wrote to me, they DM'd me, and so rude, was talking about what I named my daughter, which kind of threw me off because I didn't ever write it on my Instagram what my daughter's name was. So, like, I was highly confused on how they knew my daughter's name, which makes me believe it has to be somebody that I know. But people are just so mean, and they were basically bashing me for what I named my daughter. Now, my daughter's name is Elmira Rose, and I live in New York, and one of the cities here in New York is called Elmira. And I got some hate mail saying, how can I do that to my daughter? Shouldn't I be feeling ashamed that I will name my daughter after a place in New York of all places? Okay, so one, New York is how you take New York. If you want to see it as a bad place, that's your opinion. Other places is a dream come true. Other places is just home. And New York is home to me. But that is not why I named my daughter Elmira. My daughter is named after my mother. My mom's name was Eldermira, and I didn't like the ED part of my mom's name, so I removed that and kept the rest of it after my mom. Not that it was any of his business, but still, it's just, it's annoying how can turn, can, people can act the way they act online because they feel a security blanket to the fact that you're not saying it to the person's face or the person don't know who you are. So that makes you feel bigger. But in turn, no, sweetie, that just makes you look dumb as all get out because you are not. How can I say this and not make it sound bad on YouTube? Yeah, screw it. You don't have the balls to come to my face and tell it to my face. Because, like I said, the only way you know my daughter's name is if you knew me. And well, now you guys know my daughter's name, but it's if you knew me. So if you knew me, why didn't you just come to my face if you had such a bad problem about it? And it's like, it hurt it a little bit because if you knew me, you knew my daughter's name, you knew where I got that name from, and you knew just how much my mom means to me. So why would you come off your face and say that? So, like, yeah, that was a rant. And I have no idea how I even started this conversation, but I thought to share that story because people will be people. And I don't, I'm not so narrow-minded to think that I'm not going to get any type of hate messages from people when I'm putting myself out here like this. Like, yeah, I'm only diamond painting, but if you click onto this video and it's a whip and chat and you're here listening to my life, there are so many haters out there that they will pick something that I said and be mean about it. And I hope that that doesn't happen. If you feel like you want to be mean, please stay out of my chat. Don't say anything mean. It's not nice. Doesn't make you seem cool. It makes you seem ignorant, and we don't want no ignorant people around here. So, as a kid, you always was learn, don't say nothing if you have nothing nice to say. So, that applies to this channel. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Please keep your mouth shut. Keep your opinions to yourself. Unless they are motivational opinions, I don't want to hear it. And honestly, I think that was another reason why I don't vlog. So, I currently, um, because of my diabetes, my health is not the best. So in turn, my teeth are not the best. So I do have quite a few broken teeth in my mouth, which makes me feel very, very insecure. Um, One point in my life, I seen my smile as my strongest beauty, I guess you can say. That's the most thing that I loved was my smile and my hair. And ever since I got diabetes, my teeth went to hell. And because of that, I'm severely insecure. I don't like to smile. I try to talk with my mouth closed, I guess you could say. Like I don't open my mouth all the way so you guys don't really see uh, my missing teeth. And it's sad to say that that's why I'm not um, showing my face anymore on YouTube. But I don't want to hear any hate messages because of that. And might be petty that I feel that way, but it's my feelings, and that is one of my weaknesses. And I'm feeling extremely vulnerable for saying this right now, but if you stayed this long, it's because you cared, right? That's what I like to believe. You cared, and that's why you are here. You stayed this long to even hear this part of the story, because I'm about an hour in with this video, this whip and chat. So if you're still listening, thank you. I mean, that makes me feel very, very happy. And if you made it this far, I ask that you say hi in the chat. That way I know that you are actually watching my videos, and I'm not going crazy just sitting here talking to myself. I am talking to you guys. I did get a comment back from last week's whip and chat, and it made me smile so hard. So thank you so much for putting a smile on my face. Granted, they asked me about my Euromassic, but still, it just showed that you clicked on my video and you listened. And if you hear a little rattling in my mouth, I'm sorry. I put a mitt in my mouth because my mouth is extremely dry. And I didn't want to be drinking so much right now. But yes, to that person who commented on my last week's WIP and chat, thank you. You did make my day. I did smile big time because, like I said, it just feels really good to know that people are listening and willing to reach out and, comment on my video and talk to me. I love talking to people. And when I have something to talk about, I'm a nonstop talker. But then I get really quiet when I have nothing else to talk about. Okay, that one's gonna mess with me big time. Let me get my tweezers. Alright, let me make sure I don't have any more of this color. I don't. I think I'm gonna go ahead with that AB 138 blue. I want to see more shiny right now. Alright, can you guys see that shine from these ABs? It's so cool. It doesn't want to focus. There we go. Ah, this is so beautiful. It makes the canvas look kind of metallic with these colors. It does. The other ones it just shines really hard. I love that this one has so much AB scattered everywhere. I can't wait to get my very first canvas that has fairy dust on it. Super excited to look at those up close. Like I've seen unboxings where people, show the ABs and the fairy dust, and it's like, oh, that is so pretty. But to see it in person is a whole different story. Like you be able to inspect it up close and see it. I think like the only thing I don't like about ABs is sometimes placing it is kind of hard. It's harder than the regular diamonds because ABs have that coating on it. And when it gets stuck to the canvas the wrong way, it gets stuck. Then when you pull it up, it's not as shiny as it was, which sucks, but I get it. Yeah, you see, it's really hard to pick them up sometimes. You gotta press pretty hard on your canvas, but the end result is worth it. It's worth the little headache that you get just placing it. It's a good thing you don't have to do an entire canvas out of it. There is this one canvas that I seen, and I was gonna get it. I'm glad I didn't because I would have got so mad at the canvas. But it was a Tweety Bird one, and I love Tweety Bird. Tweety Bird was my favorite OG when I was little. But it is jam-packed of AB drills. And I'm like, oh, that's gonna be such a pretty, finish. It's gonna be really shiny. And it would be. However, me doing just these ABs, I would be so aggravated with that piece at the end of the day. I don't know if maybe it's because I'm using this wax and I need to use a different wax or what it is, but placing ABs is a headache and a nightmare. All right, that was the last AB. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can see that metallic look. So pretty. All right, you guys, I think this is where I'm going to stop for right now. It's almost feeding time for my baby. I know I said I wanted to finish the kitty, but it took me a little bit longer than I thought it would, and that's okay. But if you did enjoy this video, please give it a nice juicy thumbs up for me to let me know that you are enjoying my content. Subscribe if you have not already. I will definitely see you in the next one.